I've had some recent changes in my business process and flow. So what I'm going to do in this video is kind of map out a new schedule as an entrepreneur in progress. As also I'm a dad, a husband, and a 9 to 5er. There's a lot going on, and I'm sure you guys can relate to that. But first, here's how these videos are going to go. I'm building my business in public daily, just to help myself with accountability and daily habits. And I think just like thinking through these out loud and sharing with them and just making a video about them, even if 0 people see them, is going to help me reach my goals faster. And I'm not a business guru. I have no idea how to grow your business. I'm just trying to grow mine. So this is not you're not going to learn anything. And I know everyone just clicked off the video right now, but this is just me building. This is me building. And it's going to be really fun for me to watch these videos in 10 years when I have made it. So what I want to do first is just go through the YouTube comments of this channel, Entrepreneurs in Progress, to just kind of, again, not to be a business guru or answer your business questions, but it's more just how do we keep ourselves on track in accountability and daily habits, and how do we help each other grow? I think really what I want to do here is just help a network of, not help, grow a network of entrepreneurs in progress. Because I'm basically I put in a lot of time, and I'm basically at, ground zero with like dollars wise, but I feel like I've learned a lot of things. So I'm not an expert. And then we're just going to go through some of the things that are top of mind, thoughts, challenges, and what I did in the business today, which is going to be happening right now. I need a new daily schedule because I have a different plan after Alex Hormozi's $100 million Money Models book launch. I basically realized I had no attraction offer, and I made a couple of videos about it in the last week or so. But I had to kind of build that out, and now I think I need to change my schedule around into what I was doing and now what I am doing. And then at the end of the video, we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be updating my important things tracker, where we look at the stuff that I care about the most. So how much money am I making, the stats along my YouTube channels and my communities. Okay, so first let's go back into this because we want to talk about the YouTube comments. And of course, we have none. No comments found. Womp womp. And this little guy is trolling me. So again, guys, I'm not an expert, but let's use this channel as an opportunity to like help each other out. Accountability, daily habits, just keeping each other going, maybe small wins along the way. So a lot of these videos, they're probably not going to have small wins in them. It's just going to be me maybe working on something or whatever. But then when I have a small win, I absolutely will talk about it here because, again, it's going to be so fun when I'm talking about now. It's like, how much money do you make a month? Well, it's like basically $0. And then in 10 years, like, well, how much money you make a month? And it's going to be just an outrageous number. So that's the plan. But I need to talk about my kind of new schedule here. So let's type this out here. New... I guess it's more like my community schedule. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a community on school.com, and I gotta say, it's such a great tool for new/noob business owners. They have all the tech and everything. Let's see, this is my Entrepreneur in Progress channel, but this is my main channel. I help people with their personal finances. But they just have so many things in here. Like you can look at some recent stats. We can look at some metrics here. There's discovery metrics, plugins. So there's a lot of like connectability on here. The payments are super easy. It's just like you can host videos on here. Soon it's going to be live streaming. It's just, I mean, and you can just people make stupid amount of money on this thing. Like, if we go to the Schoolers group, wow, this is at 171,000 people. Yeah, Alex Hormozi's freaking book launch like threw this out of whack here in a great way. So if we go to the games, we go all time, and we go probably in the money category. So there's people that on average make $360,000 a month, 296, 290. It's just insane. And even if you scroll down to 20th, it's making $67,000 a month in the money category. People are making money on here. Like you can make endless amounts of money just doing this. So I highly recommend School. I have a link down in the description, whatever, if you want to check it out. They have a $9 community plan, but I need to really talk about community. Yeah, I guess like /task, because basically the challenge that I've had is, okay, let me just write this out first. Monday, oops, no. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, I mentioned that I have, just like other people do, I have a lot of stuff going on in life. So I have 2 kids. I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I have a wife, and I have a 9 to 5. So for me, the amount of time that I have is based on how little I would like to sleep. So I wake up at 4 a.m. Um, and I'm doing this to kind of chart out like what we're gonna be doing here. So 4 a.m. Um, and then yeah, sorry. 4:30. There's a thing that happens. 5:30. We're gonna go through this. Hold on. 5:30, 7 a.m. and then maybe like 7:45. So let's stop there. So on Monday, really it's every day. So I wake up, alarm every day, 4 a.m. and this goes every single day, even on the weekends. Yes, and then 4:30 I start a workout. We have a home little gym area, so that's great. And the pressure on me to wake up is like, you'll see in a second where like I can't miss one of these hard stops because then it messes up something else. So I start a workout at 5:30, then I have a hard stop at 5:30, and I do some of this work. So I work on business. I've tried doing it the other way too, where I've just gotten up and started working and then did a workout after. But the working part was just, I had no, I like wasn't awake yet. I had no energy. So for me, the workout is a little better first to kind of like get the juices flowing. And then at 7 o'clock, I have a hard stop to help, basically help my wife with the 2 kids and get ready for bed for work. Help my kids. Okay. Help my with kids. Yeah. Okay. Just say help with kids. I know English, and that's it. Well, I guess that's not this. So I guess maybe I could figure out what to put in here. But obviously I don't do that on Saturday and Sunday. 7:45 every morning I leave for work. Leave for 9 to 5. Okay, and then that is Monday through Friday, of course. And then here we have, I'm going to add, I don't know what I'm going to add yet, just during the day. So then at 4:30 I leave work. So let's just add that. Leave work to get kids at daycare. Great. That is 5 days. And then basically I go home, and between, I would say 7 p.m. is when I start working on this again. So I say goodnight to the kids. My wife finishes bedtime. She's amazing with that. And it's very distracting coming down here and hearing all the commotion that's happening, all the yelling, all the whatever. But it is what it is. I gotta step in and do this. So now what I need to fill in is, I guess, this. I need to fill in this. Like, what am I doing for this hour and a half? And then what am I doing? So I guess I didn't finish, but let's see. Oops. And then, oops. And then I'm sleeping by 10 p.m. And this is every day. And I guess the other one is too. This is every day. This is every day. Okay. So what am I doing in these periods here? And then sometimes on the weekends, I am able to, so on the weekends, a lot of times we try to, so like, let's say, like sometimes on the weekends I'll maybe do 5:30 to 8 or something like that if the kids are like, everyone just wants like a lazy Saturday. So I'm down here, my wife just kind of hangs out with the kids upstairs. in bed or whatever, just whatever. And then sometimes during the day, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But sometimes on the weekends, I can get some like work stuff done in the middle of the day if there's like nap time or something, work stuff. But that I don't really plan that, which is kind of frustrating. I guess it's a bonus. Recently, I've been napping during that time, so maybe I should, maybe I need to fix the sleeping schedule a little bit. But it kind of is. I just have to, whatever. I just have to do it. So what I think, really, the thing I want to focus on first is, well, I guess let's talk about this time. Let's talk about what I do actually first. So every day I have a daily accountability for myself. First, I do a video for my main business, okay? For my main business. So that's on my main YouTube channel here, Chris Went. That's me. I talk about personal finance stuff, okay? And then I also, because what I found is, and I think a lot of people say that this is a waste of my time making these videos every day, but I do a video documenting / working on business. And what's actually happened with this is like tonight, for example, if I wasn't doing this daily accountability, I would have gone to sleep like 2 hours ago. I guess not 2 hours ago, maybe 1 hour ago. I'd be in bed right now for sure. It's 9 p.m., but I just I can't, I'm getting old. I can't hang anymore on the weekends and doing all the kids stuff. So, but if I didn't have this daily accountability, I would just be in bed, like watching a video on my phone or something, just kind of mindlessly doing nothing. But instead I'm doing this. So this is way more valuable, and it's forcing me to like stay awake and work on things and think about things. Because I'm finding that like, I'm trying to optimize for having very like deep thought sessions where I'm like highly engaged. But my highly engaged time, unfortunately, is when I'm, when I am at work. It's so annoying, because like I would say my peak energy is like it's probably like 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. my peak energy. So yeah, I have to obviously do that stuff. We all do, right? So it's all good. But yeah, so this is, I do these two things, do a video, and what I'm doing on both of these, you can tell in this one, I'm not going to edit it. I can't be bothered. So the other ones, I'm not editing as well. I have been flipping back and forth on this for like live streams and other, just regular videos, just seeing like which ones kind of perform better. But at the end of the day, I'm doing a video on each of those channels for their own purposes. Without them, I don't think I would be as engaged when I'm working. So these are the two main things that I do. And then obviously like I respond to all DMs received that day and other comments like in the community. So I need to make sure that happens. I've been inside of other communities where there's just like stuff that's lingering that the person that owns the community like never even read or engaged. Well, they might have read it, but they didn't engage with it. And it's like, this has been here for 2 weeks. You didn't engage with this. Like, it was a pretty good post. You know what I mean? Anyway, so that's just like really important to me. I think the people appreciate that in there because they know that I'm in there. They see my stupid face on the posts all the time, right? And now, so what I'm doing currently inside the community, so inside community, this is my Dollar Discipline University community, not the Entrepreneur in Progress community, because right now there's no one in there. So join if you're interested. Links down below. So if I go back to the drawing, inside the community, I have what I'm currently doing is free strategy calls. And that's just a way to get people on the phone and see what their problems are, and then hopefully try to sell them into something else. This is what I was doing, and I do think I'm switching that model to now. I need to learn how to use this. Weekly 2-day challenge for new. I guess, old members. Anyone can join it. It doesn't really matter. But it's more to keep the community engaged, because what I've noticed is the only thing that I've really been like, not selling, but like to get people in the group is this thing. Like, hey, join my free strategy calls. And the amount of people that join the community and then don't engage with my DM or the multiple DMs that I send or anything in the community is probably like 50% of people don't ever do anything. So now what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on taking this weekly 2-day challenge. Like, hey, join my community. I have this 2-day challenge where I'm going to help you, find X number of dollars with a new budget, and you won't have to get another job or anything like that. It kind of creates more of a juice and more of a need for them to join, or like a desire to join. Whereas this is like, hey, come talk to a guy that you've never really met before, and I don't know, maybe he can help you, maybe not, whatever. It's like, this seems like it's more for me, because I know for me, like when I get people on a strategy call, it's like, okay, let's talk them through all their challenges and everything, and then see like, what would be best for them, and then obviously try to sell them something, because that's a business. But now this is going to be free. And then what I plan on doing is when I, do this like 2-day workshop with them, it's going to be so I guess let me do this. It's going to be a 2-day workshop thing, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be 30-minute calls each. So not really a big lift for me, because if I'm doing it weekly, I mean, looking at the schedule, it's going to have to be here. And it just doesn't leave a lot of time if I'm doing 2 1-hour calls every single, like 2 times a week. It's just not going to leave me any time at all. So I think I have to get rid of the free strategy calls and then just have everyone into here. And then these free 2-day workshops, what's going to happen maybe on the second day is I am going to soft pitch the people in that to do the next thing, which is going to be a paid challenge. And that's going to be a 30-day challenge to help people save more money. Save more, okay. So I'm still figuring out the numbers on that, but that's going to say, I think whatever number I pick, like, hey, try to save this amount of money in 30 days, I'm just going to charge 10% of that goal. So say if I do $1,000, it's $100 to do this 30-day challenge just to start. And then, so yeah, if I have 10 people in there, that's $1,000 that I would make that month. And, someone watching this might not think that that's a lot of money, but it's like more than I'm making per month now, which is almost nothing, which you'll see in the important things tracker towards the end of this video, right? So if I'm charging the 10% here, very cool. Is this going to change the whole thing? Yes. Okay. I don't want to really do that. So paid challenge, 30-day challenge to save more, 10%. And then what's going to happen is, okay, now after that, I'm going to put them into a continuity program. And that's going to be your classic monthly recurring revenue. So let's say so here's like the flow that someone would walk into it. So they'd watch, first it's YouTube. Let's just do this. Okay, whatever. And then, what's happening? I don't know what's happening. Oh, it's over here. Okay. I don't know why I can't click anywhere. Anyway, YouTube. So let's make this YouTube. I don't know. Okay. Oh God. All right. So YouTube, and then YouTube, I'm going to have like, whatever, like, hey, join the community instead of the free strategy calls. It's, hey, this week we're doing a 2-day challenge. And I can say that in all my videos, because it's going to be true that, the next, like the week they join, it's going to be a 2-day challenge. It's going to be a 2-day challenge for every new member that joins, I'm going to help you find $100 a month in your budget, and it's going to be great. And then they do the challenge, and on day 2 or afterwards in the DMs, maybe like, hey, that's great, that I'm really happy that you got this really small quick win, but like, we all know that $100 isn't going to really do anything, right? Like, I have this pay challenge coming up, for 30 days to help you save $1,000, right? And then some people will be like, wow, cool. And then they do that. And then from there, they save whatever they save. So let's say they don't even save $1,000. They save $500, right? But it's like, well, now that you know the process and you know what you can do, it's like we really need to get on like we really need to be like on a continuous program here to like keep you up, like, because have you ever done this before? No, right? So as soon as you jumped in the community, you found $100, you saved another $500, and I think if you just stop now, you're going to lose that momentum, right? So then you go into the continuity program, and that's like the monthly recurring revenue, and I have a plan set up for that inside school. So yeah, I do think a concern is I think also what I'm thinking before I get into that is, what if I did, and I don't know how I'm going to track this necessarily, but what if I did, if you save over $1,000, you get a credit towards the next thing, which would be this. Right? So it's like you get the credit towards this, and now it's like, oh, okay, I can get my $100 back. So if I save over $1,000, I just get my $100 back. Now the problem, while I think this is amazing, at scale, I think there's going to be so many people that try to take advantage of this, I don't know how, so I have to figure out a way how to prove they are saving the money. But we can figure that out later. Doesn't really matter. Because if I'm giving them it's not like maybe I'm not giving them the money back. It's just a credit. So it's like if they say they saved $20,000, then that's great. They saved $20,000 and they just get the credit towards the next thing. I think that would be more valuable. And this MRR thing, I'm just thinking like, if I do, I don't know, it's either going to be 9 or 10 months. So it's going to be like a discount. So, sorry, it's going to be a 12-month thing. Or if they buy annually, it's going to, like, you'll pay 9 or 10 months of what the monthly is. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say here. So let me move this. Oh, God. So, yeah, maybe the credit goes to the ARR. And that's the 9 to 10 months. 9 or 10 months. So it'd be 9 or 10 months minus like the $100, for example, and then that would be a good deal for them, and they stay in it. So I think the deal would only happen in the ARR. So now I have to figure out, the schedule here. So like, if I think I would do Tuesday. So let's do this. So Tuesdays, and then Thursdays. Let's do this color. Great. Okay. Thursdays, because there is some action that people would need to do, and I do think that if I made it Tuesday to Wednesday, so say I have a call at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, the likelihood that people will get it done by 8 p.m. on Wednesday is a little unlikely, just based on what I've seen, because people have jobs and stuff, everyone's busy, right? So it's like, when would they have time to do that? Sometimes it takes people multiple hours to do the process that I'm implementing. But there is value in it. So maybe Tuesday, Thursday, and then do like a Wednesday, Friday week as well. I also have to consider like West Coast, East Coast. So maybe one of these weeks is 8 p.m. my time. One of the weeks is 9 p.m. my time, just to sort of flip-flop, because a lot of the West Coast people aren't on the calls, unfortunately, because when I do them at 8 o'clock, a lot of them are still either at work or going home from work or dealing with kid stuff like, I'm dealing with, right? So it might not be that reasonable to do it. So I think that works. So like one week I have a block. And basically, I'm not going to be taking any other calls unless people have like private coaching that work with me. But I think that's going to free up some time where I'm eliminating the strategy calls, and I'm just hoping that everyone joins this. And I do think the accountability of the program is going to help them out so much. I have to figure out the weekend schedules. Oops. I have to figure out the weekend schedules like big time. And then I have to figure out like what am I doing here? So like this 5:30 to 7:30 could be like ideas for later in the day for both of this stuff. Like, okay, what am I working on today? And maybe that's what I need to do better for this specific channel is like create a better to-do list and then just work through the to-do list, right? And then just do the task on a video. It would be super boring, but I just don't care. I'm not making this for you, like no offense. I'm making it to maybe help you become more accountable. But I'm not again for you, meaning like I'm not trying to teach you anything or say that I'm a guru and hey, here's how you grow a business, right? Because I don't fucking have any idea. I'm still working on that, right? So anyway, I think that's my thoughts there. I'm gonna wrap this up so that I can, yes, now go to bed. But before we do that, we do have to look at the important things tracker. How much money did I make from my business today? $0. How many subscribers are on my YouTube channel? So Entrepreneur in Progress is 4. Chris Went is 779. Great. And then my communities are at 199. I'm not even going to look at the Entrepreneur in Progress one because that is most definitely still at 1. All right, guys, if you like this style or whatever, if you just I don't know, for some reason, if you like watching me think through stuff and if you like the accountability and the daily habits and you have your own that you want to share, make sure you get them down in the comments on YouTube and we're going to talk through it. We're going to build a network of entrepreneurs in progress. Until then, I will see you tomorrow.